Good afternoon, everyone. I come to you today with a new title. I've had several calls about the negative people in our lives and what we should do about them, so I thought I'd take a moment, slow down long enough to give you my 2 cents about it. So I entitled this message, Dr. Killjoy, the Naysayer, and Your Success. And what I want to talk about is just this one blanket topic. Negative people. It is a shame that when we have something that we want to do in our lives, a business we want to start, an adventure that we want to take, we always want to talk to someone who is, close to us or shares secrets with us, or someone that we know loves us, and we're looking for that support. Remember that word support, because when we go to these people, what we're met with is a bunch of negativity. And it is a shame that we can't go to our friends and family and loved ones for the support needed when we are trying to start a new endeavor. So I wanted to take the time to give you guys a little bit of my 2 cents about the killjoys, the naysayers in your life. I'm going to start out by letting you know that when I first started this, I had a bunch of naysayers myself. I had family members that were naysayers, just like you. I had co-workers that were naysayers, just like you. I had everything that you have. Trust and believe when I say it's not just you. However, I have learned to build my success right on top of those Dr. Killjoys and those naysayers, and I will keep reaching for the stars with them or without them. Sometimes you just have to remove yourself. So with that being said, I want to share a couple of stories with you, since a lot of you seem to think that I'm successful. Success is what you make it. I don't feel successful. I feel like I'm doing what I love every day, and it doesn't feel like a job to me. I just love having fun with my kids and spending time with my families. So if that's what you consider to be success, then I guess I'm very successful. Now, I'm successful. I didn't say rich, I said successful. When I started out, I was in my home, and I really wanted to do this. I was a junior in high school. The first thing I was told was, you can't do it. You're not old enough. Okay, yes, I can do it. I probably wasn't old enough, but I did it anyway. I just stepped to the side for a moment and jotted right around them by speaking to my mother, who was most definitely over 21, and had her to put it in her name, allow me to do my own curriculums, my own ideas, my lesson plans, and she would follow through with them during the day, and I would come home from school in the afternoons and do the afternoon activities and set aside the activities for the following day for her. So that's one hurdle that I jumped because someone said I couldn't. The second hurdle that I jumped that is meaningful to me is when I moved to the state of Arkansas in 2001 with my home facility. It wasn't until 2001 that I was told in a different state that I had to get a business license. Oh yeah, that was me. Had my school all these years, never had a business license until just prior to 2001, and I have been doing this since around about 1998. So, with that being said, you need to be mindful of what is needed in order for your business to run properly and legally. Keyword being legal. I was illegal, unknowingly, yet and still illegal. Okay, but back to the story. When I moved to Arkansas and got my home set up and ready, there were a lot of hoops that I had to jump through with the Department of DHS there in Arkansas. In doing so and having them to come out, I found out about being quality approved in your home. Okay, I want to be quality approved. I want to do everything that everyone else is doing. So I jumped on the bandwagon and started taking classes in preparation to become quality. When I went to my first class, I was told that I could not be quality. I did not have enough time, and there was no way possible for me to reach my due date or my deadline that I set for myself, which was around about 7 months out. And it was the fact that they told me I couldn't. I hate when someone tells me that I can't do something just because I don't attain a degree in this particular subject. Well, let me just be the first person to tell you that the mother is the first teacher. And back in the day, they were not degreed. I'm sorry to say, but if we were teaching our children way back then without a piece of paper, who's to say that we can't teach our children now without that same piece of paper that is required by some, not all, some must see this piece of paper? Well, let me just tell you, anyone can take a test. Anyone can take a test and pass it. It does not mean that it doesn't mean that they possess the natural skills to perform that duty. They just may be able to pass the test. So they told me I couldn't do it, and I said, okay, What books do I need? I was told about Edders and Ickers. I was told about the rating scale. I was told about classroom management classes. And I just simply lined up my to-do list with classes that I needed, lined up my shelves with books that I needed to read, and that's exactly what I did. 6 months later, I got my chance to prove to my naysayers and my killjoys that kept telling me that it could not be done, that it could. Out of a score of 7, this little chick right here scored a 6.95, 5 points from a perfect score, only because I ran out of paper towels during the middle of my assessment. Okay? Note to self, make sure you are stocked and have everything you need and not running out of things on a regular basis. It can hurt you and your score and slow down your success. It can't stop the success, because if you want it, you can get it. So what I wanted to do, let me tell you one more while I gather my thoughts on this definition of support. Another thing that I had was a naysayer was when I moved to the state of Tennessee. And I was told that none of my certifications mattered. They do not accept out-of-state certifications with the exception of college degrees, which I do not possess. So I was a clean slate. It was as if I didn't have any trainings. And even with that being said, even though it took them over a year to get my license, even though I had not been given the people that I should have, the necessary materials that I needed to have in order to accomplish this, even though I had to go to a meeting in Nashville, Tennessee on last week, I scored a 3. I am a 3-star facility against all odds and not listening to naysayers that are in my life. I'll leave you with this one thought. I want to leave you with the definition for support. My favorite part of the definition was services which enable something to fulfill its function and remain in operation. That is what Kinder Village is going to do for you. The other definitions for support are to agree with or approve of someone or something, to show that you approve of someone or something by doing something to help or assist that someone or something. The act of assistance, backing, help, aid from support, meaning one who provides assistance, protection, and backing. Okay? So what I want you to do today is stand up, and I want you to step on your killjoy, step on your naysayer, and reach for your success. And I will see you guys next time. Have a blessed day.